So yeah, as I was saying, so let me, fast forward. So Jesus, I figured, yeah, he manifested something that he could have manifested something else. And so I started to realize I'm manifesting at a high level. Right? Manifesting, and I don't even know I'm at, But at the same time, it's tricky. But, okay, so as I start to ponder, okay, so I can manifest anything if I'm God, right? And, put yourself in my shoes. I love to put people and to put yourself in my shoes. View. Put yourself in my shoes. Okay, so you're are you going that way? Okay, so you're in my shoes now. And you've managed to think to yourself, because you've seen the sky shift from left to right, which lets you know I'm inside of something. And the sky is but a barrier. When I look in the distance, I see things falling from the sky. But when I look straight up, the things that I used to see fall, they're just above me. Which gave me the perspective, okay, our sky is their floor. It's one way to look at it. But and then it goes into, we are in a dream. Okay? But okay, I don't figure any of this out. I can't skip ahead. But you ever had that feeling we're in a dream, right? Because you had that dream where you wake up in a dream, but you don't know you're in a dream. You feel like you really woke up, but you're in a dream still. That's what makes you feel like when you actually do really wake up. It's like, now, wouldn't that be crazy if I'm really in a dream still? Right? Right? So we've all had that thought just because of that dream. There's certain dreams that give you clues. The falling dream, where you're falling, and you're screaming on top of your lungs, but nothing's coming out. I don't know, that's a dream I had. I figure a lot of people have that dream though. I've seen it in movies. But anyways, so as I'm thinking about Jesus manifesting and how I saw the sky tilt, left to right and then like fall. But then I'm like, oh, my heart dropped. And, it didn't fall. But it was beginning to. But anyways, so by me putting that together, walked out to my local hardware store, and I said to myself, I need a book. Another one of my powers, because what I read is I can read current events. I said, I need a book on current events. And that was it. That's all I said.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
So, yeah. That bad boy. Whew. Power. So, I tell myself, as I'm walking into this, Walmart, I say, I need a book on current events. And as I'm walking up to the book aisle, the first thing that catches my eye is there's a book at the bottom. It's just the first book that caught my eye. Black and gold. Okay, I like the way that gold kind of shimmers. And then as I start to look, I'm like, oh shit, looks like there's like a zodiac sign on the cover of it or something like that. And then I look even closer and I say, oh shit, it says 85. So I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm looking, I think that's my zodiac sign. Because I think the Capricorn is a goat. I think. But anyways, I gotta pep my step up. We're giving out tickets at the house. But anyways, so I picked the book up, and the book is called Beyond the Veil. But if you notice on the cover of the book, it looks like the sky. The separation between, the blue and the black, right? The night and the day. I guess they call it the firmament. So yeah, the firmament is on the cover of this book. What it looks to be the zodiac Capricorn sign with 85, because really it's the 8.5 book in a book series, which means it's in the middle, just like I've been saying. It's in the middle of 2 books, 8 and 9. We already know it's all about Kobe. Number 8. 0.5, that's the high five right there. 8 times 5, that's 40. That's how old I am. In the all gold and black, finally got my money back. That's a song that I made when I was in the Twin Towers, when I first, went down for this on my way to Kanye's house. So, to catch you all the way up, as I'm reading this book, I'm testing it, trying to catch to see if I can control it. Because with the Bible, I was able to jump around, jump up, and get down. You know, I was putting ladders up through the Bible. But this seems to be a story of what happens after we die. And where are we right now? And we seem to be in the middle. From what the book is saying, we are the people who died but cared enough about the earth to keep it alive. We are one. They won't be killing us. Not on our watch. Not on our watch. But yeah, man. So that's where we're at. I'm reading a book, and you know, as we all know, I have the whole world is in me. I'm not sure what's going on with Venezuela and politics, but when I opened up that book, dragons came out. And I am the Dragon King. And I feel like I've been getting drugged. I feel like somebody's dragging the Dragon King. Ain't that some shit? Like I got a chain on my neck. And they're driving hella fast. But anyways, y'all, as you saw, I'm reading in the book in the beginning, right? What's it say? It says, is here, you know? And the king says he has sworn to make Solaria great again. Now, we've heard those words, making something great again, before. And I'm getting mixed reviews about the king in the book. But even through the king's perspective, he's saying, you know, he got a raw deal on, you know, I don't know. It sounds pretty vicious. You know, the Savage King or something they call him, right? And I guess that's me. I seem to be, but you know, we're folded like origami that unfolds into water, that turns into powder, that forms into a tree, that drops a fruit, that melts into the ground, that grows the grass for the cows to eat, for us to devour. And I don't even know where I started, but I know it's a whole lot of God shit. And I gotta get back in my apartments. I love you all. I'll be reading this book, and as I read the book, reality changes. And from what they say in the book, we are a dream. What we're living is a dream from somebody who died in the past, were the kingdom days with the swords, but it was futuristic. Where they were. So in that future where they're fighting with swords, that's more advanced than us, we died. This is where we are. To be continued.